I don't think anyone of us except Sujoy could go into that house alone.
No,
without a
why
shooting
would I go
set
in
up.
alone?
So you're looking for the ghost now, we are not.
You said you want to see one.
Yeah, maybe if he goes alone, he just might meet the ghost. Hello and welcome. I'm at the Bardes Villa having a good time, rather a spooky time.
Very spooky.
So should I be scared of you?
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's something.
Maybe.
Something's moving behind there.
Yeah.
They're quite spooky, but Palomi, should I be more scared of you?
No, I'm very harmless.
Yeah.
But talking about you're harmless, but it didn't seem so. You have to watch Typewriter to find that out. Your heart will shrivel up. But talking
Literally.
about... Literally it will shrivel up.
Yeah.
But do you all believe in ghosts?
I would like to.
You've made a 5-part series.
I do.
Convincing us all day.
This is my relentless pursuit of believing that there are ghosts. So I would, that's what I said, I want to believe in ghosts. I really would like to see a ghost, and I'm dying for the day when I see a ghost.
And then you'll make what? Something other than Typewriter 2 will come once you see a ghost?
Maybe.
Ghost writer.
The
Ghost
ghost
writer. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But I genuinely feel there is some other powers out there, or whatever, something's there out there. I do not know how to define it, I do not know how to explain it, but I believe in another, maybe a supernatural energy. I don't know if they are ghosts or what they are, but I do believe in that.
The ghost stories are often called speculative fiction, but amongst the three of you who are acting in that film, did you experience something? They usually say during the shoot something or the other happens on location. Did something happen?
I can talk about the climax. Yeah, that was the first day I walked into that villa. This villa, I would say.
This villa.
And it was kind of, I won't say spooky, but there was some kind of energy was there, and because shooting all night, and there are a lot of people, but still there was something which was a little eerie about, I would say. Yeah.
And what about the two of you? One ghostbuster, one who is like, I'm not going to let
Yeah,
you
don't. The general atmosphere of the set, once Shweta said action, and everybody calmed down. And as I was walking through the silence, and then walking through the corridor, it just felt, you know.
And it's wooden, no? You hear your own steps, and there's no other sound.
Step in a creek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Step in a creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone of us except Sujoy could go into that house alone.
No,
Without a
why
shooting
would I
set
go
up.
in alone?
So you're looking for the ghost now, we are not.
You said you want to see one.
Yeah, maybe if he goes alone, he just might meet the ghost there. But what was the idea behind Typewriter? And also we see the Typewriter is a character here.
Yeah,
It's the important character.
You know, the idea was to relive our childhood, all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do things which we otherwise couldn't do when we were children and really wanted to do.
Wanted to be a ghostbuster.
Wanted to do so many things, go on an adventure, go inside a cave, go under the sea. You know, when you grew up reading Enid Blyton and Tintin and Asterix and Beagles and Nancy Drew, you want to go on those mystery adventures, you know. Kids going on an adventure, you throw a bit of ghost in, and you keep life also along with that.
What about the three of you? I mean, do you believe in ghost stories? Has horror been a favorite genre? And you know,
For me, for sure. I do believe, like you said, I do believe in the other world. I believe in a lot of theories. I believe in, you know, parallel realities and multiverses existing, you know, and all of that. So, yeah, one can, as one watches the show, there's many ways of also interpreting my character. But I can't obviously say much about it right now.
and what about the two men? I mean, one is chasing ghosts, the other is like into ghosts. So what was that like?
Honestly, believing in ghosts, I don't think I believe in ghosts as a figure with a torn face and sort of
The
pain.
Ramsey brother one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a ghost exists in that traditional sense, but I do feel that the presence of spirits are there, and also not a spirit of a person.
Yeah.
It's larger than all of what we have imagined in our mind. So supernatural things, as Sujoy said, happening around, I believe and I've seen in my life that some simple things happen, you know, like sometimes you think of somebody and they call you or they appear in front of. Coming to ghost, I mean, doing the show and watching ghosts. I hate watching horror. I don't watch horror at all. I mean, hardly I've watched horror. In my entire life, I can pinpoint 3 or 4 horror films that I've watched. so it scares me to watch horror. And
doing a horror film after being scared.
Yeah,
what was that like?
But I mean, being a part of a show that is a horror-based show, you know that there's a big following for it, so you want to be a part of something that's nice. But it's still a story, you know, and as an actor, that's what you're looking for, being a part of something that's telling a nice story.
I hate watching, I'm scared of horror films, so I watch like this.
I actually watch like this.
The sound also.
Sound को बंद कर दो, इतना horror नहीं होता.
I love to hear the sound, but I don't want to watch it. क्या हो रहा है? So I think the first film which I saw, I think Friday the 13th.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
उसके बाद the last scene, the last film I had to watch because of my wife, which was Conjuring. Sitting on the shelf, I thought
On top of the cupboard, no?
Oh my God!
Yeah. I think
I've seen
Conjuring ticked all the
First one
right
I've seen.
boxes.
Yeah, तो मतलब, yeah. So I usually don't watch, and I believe in energies. I believe in yes, there are something around us which we don't know. Yeah, as you say, we don't know that with the scary face someone coming towards you or hold
woman
you.
in the Hindi films, na, white sari and ek agarbatti nahi, mombatti.
Yeah, so I don't believe in on those lines, but yeah, I believe there are energies and there are, as you said, it's a story. We are all acting, and there are a lot of people around us, so I won't get scared.
And have you convinced him that ghosts do exist?
He has to answer this actually.
I'm going to look out for this woman in white carrying an agarbatti.
Sorry, my bad. 20 साल बाद
आपने मार डाला ghost.
But also, you know, there's always been this, usually horror is, we've got those grisly characters and we've been so used to the Ramsay brothers and everything. But now horror, I mean, the ghost seems to be like people like you and me.
But that is what ghost is. Ghost is normal. Horror is actually a little, you know, they're two distinct, for me they're two distinct genres. Horror is a little more gory, like you say, you know, werewolf and vampires and leprechauns and all this kind of thing. Whereas ghost is you and me.
Yeah.
Like you could be a ghost.
I could be a ghost, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. So
Palomi is. Palomi
But
is.
he could
Palomi
be a ghost. Palomi could be a ghost and you
I
wouldn't
mean,
know.
if you put agarbatti in her hand.
You'll see what happens. Try it. Try me.
We'll all go up and smoke.
Holy smoke. Holy
Yes.
Very
smoke.
smoky thing.
Yeah.
That also was
Well done.
Yes,
Holy smoke.
okay.
You preferred making it into a web series rather than a film?
Film.
Was that more liberating and, you know, you get to explore?
You know, initially the idea was to make a film because I come from that discipline of making a film. But then when Netflix asked me to make a series, that was a huge challenge. You know, I never written a series before. So first we had to unlearn everything that we have learned in films, and then, and it definitely is. You know, it's liberating not to make the series. See, making something is very mechanical. You know, it's writing which is very liberating. So when you're writing the series, you're actually incredibly free. You know, whether the mind is free, and that's what is liberating. Because once you've written it, the making is quite a mechanical process. The exciting part about making is what they bring to the table as an actor. You know, when they are changing my characters, they're bringing those little things. Those are the exciting part. It's really fun. It's an incredible experience where I get to stay with the character a lot more than I get to stay in a film.
And for you as actors also, do you think a series, because you've got 5 episodes, your character also grows, is it challenging or is it more liberating than a film? Because you've all done films as well.
But I think for me, to start off, sometimes a film things are happening too fast, but it's also good timing. In a series, sometimes things are happening too slowly, and you're feeling as a character that, listen, I really want to move on from this emotion, but because they need time to be filled in and they're trying to sort of squeeze it out more. Audience has attention span is not, then they need to hold on as an excuse often given to you. But I think in this format, which is just 5 episodes, I think it's quite right. You know, it's the right amount of time. But provided the content is written to be stretched or to be concise enough in that time, in the way you want to look at it.
And also, he has very strong female characters in his.
Yes, he does, and I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am that I was cast for this part and for the part that it is. And may I thank you.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm not carrying any cash, but I will pay you.
No, yeah, the transfer can happen now.
Yeah,
to the account
please,
straight away.
please, like we spoke
You
about.
don't need cash nowadays.
And that happens from the mobile only nowadays.
Okay,
But
We can
yeah,
have a separate ad of that.
I'm broke after this.
I know, really praising you all.
but it allowed me to be so much, and the series allows that, you know, and the platform allows it. More number of days allow you to live it more. So it becomes a very wholesome experience in that sense, for sure. Yeah.
And what about you, Jisshu? I mean, since somebody who's done films also and done TV series also.
Yeah, I would say it's the content. It's what content I'm a part of. So I think that is more for me as an actor is more important.
Also, from Jhankaar Beats to the other films you've done, we had Kahaani and now Badla. Was horror as a genre waiting to happen after thriller? Horror is also thrilling though.
Yes, you know, more than horror, like Jisshu and I were discussing just, see, no matter what I do, or no matter what any of us do, we all have one single objective, to keep you, the audience, invested in whatever we are doing. So I think that challenge remains, whether I'm doing Kahaani, Badla, or horror, or short film. So I think as a story, yes, it's a new story that we undertook, but everything else remains the same. You know, we are still struggling to keep you interested in what we are doing.
I've already suggested typewriter too. You can cast me, or maybe I can come on board as a story writer since I believe in ghosts.
Please
and
do.
and Goa. You know, the last time I saw house series in Goa was Shyam Benegal's Trikal, which was very fascinating.
Yeah.
Not many people remember that movie though. Too. So why Goa? I mean, usually you say you like working in areas where you've known the place, you've lived the place.
Yes, and Goa actually helped because, you know, when I did Kolkata, when I do London, or when I do Bombay, I know that place very well, you know. And what Goa also helped is a sense of unknown. I don't know that city at all, and I don't know Ghost at all. And also the isolation that I needed, the character that I needed, the community that I needed. I think Goa gave me all that. And so it helped me to build that world in which I could place Palomi, Jisshu and Purab, you know, and they wouldn't look out of place. So that's just it, you know. The other choice was doing it in North, Kalimpong, somewhere like that. But that would be something you've seen before.
Yeah, the pahad and
wo thand
mein, dhua and the agarbatti wala moment.
You know, woman in fog walking with agarbatti. You've seen that before.
Ulte pav bhul gaya.
Ulte pav, chudail with ulte pav.
Walk on the head.
No, ulte
pav.
So apparently they have inverted,
yeah.
like, yeah, the
Flipped feet.
Inverted feet.
Inverted.
Flipped feet.
So you're saying you see a woman in the middle of
You might.
nowhere
You don't
with
see
the
groom.
agarbatti and you're still waiting to see her feet.
And
Okay.
long
The
flash.
confirmation happens when you tilt down, sir.
Okay.
Ab tilt down
All
kidhar
of
phir
them
wahan
have
pe
had ghost stories. So honestly, let's forget about Bardez Villa. If there was a ghost you want to meet, whose would it be?
I would go for Rabindranath Tagore. He was, I think, apart from the writing, he was a charismatic person. I think the person he was, what we hear about him, we know about him. I want to really meet him and ask a few questions.
Oh, that would be interesting.
The actor in me, I think, would want to meet and sit across the table and maybe read a scene with Balraj Sahni.
Oh, wow.
How good would that be?
Wow.
You know, someone of his caliber.
What about you, sir?
I don't know. There's so many people there.
Yeah, there's so many people
So
out there.
many.
One person, just one person. I want to meet Mata Hari if anyone cares. The spy. Really fascinated.
The dance and all that.
Dance and all, and also what is going on in her mind. It's so
She's
fascinating.
amazing. I don't know. I honestly, maybe Kishore Kumar.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe.
And have him sing in front of you once.
Yeah.
Sir, ek thoda gaana.
एक
No, you can't.
Say, wait, I'm going to spook you.
Yeah, but we'll have to record it for the film.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much. And what's your idea for good times since you're speaking to good times other than watching ghost films?
It will be now to find somebody walking in the middle of the night with agarbatti in hand. That will be.
I think I could do that to you.
Yeah.
Make sure you're wearing your feet ulta.
Yeah.
So you see another ghost walking around with a torch in the night looking for a ghost.
But what about the three of you? What's your idea for good times?
I would like to spend time with my daughters. So yeah.
Yeah, I think family, friends, chilling out.
Yeah.
You know, watching
Yeah.
something
And maybe a
or on
trip to
holiday.
Goa and
Or on a holiday,
investigate a
yes.
few more
Or on a
ghosts.
holiday.
Dude, we're all quite old, right? Just realized. we just realized I'm the kind of good time we are seeking.
Idea for good time is singing, performing,
Nice.
you know. Yeah.
She's still young.
She's still young.
Yeah.